Thanks, Joe. Let's hear it for Bob Zimmerman again. Zimmerman. Expected way more racial humor. A lot more racial humor. Chris gets it. Guys don't read the news from a year ago. No, I was also really perplexed. Why don't people fuck Bob Zimmerman? And then he said he was a marijuana enthusiast, and I got it. I totally got it. Oh, the worst. They say you never forget your first vagina. The first vagina I ever saw was tattooed to look like the face of Homer Simpson. I was 11 years old and it blew my mind. I had no idea girls liked cartoons. I'm really not a fan of like the amount of support the government gives single women and stuff, like single mothers. Like the only support a woman's gonna get from me is the back support she gets from being tied to the bow of my pirate ship.
I love that.
Rights. For women and wood carvings of women. Did you know wood carvings of women could vote since like the beginning of the nation? Things are going really well with my girlfriend lately. Yeah, thank you. Woo. I think she's not that excited. She's kind of like whatever. I think I want to tell her I love her though, but I don't want to, I don't want to make a big deal out of it. So I thought I would do something cute, it'd not be a big deal. She texted me like, yeah, no, I'll be over in like 10. I love you, whatever. But my phone keeps autocorrecting love to hate your stupid fucking cunt face. Oh, and your dog's gay. I think my phone has a problem with commitment, and anger, and women. But it's got like a pretty spot-on canine gaydar, so that's something. That's something. I don't have a job right now, which means I'm pretty poor, which sucks because like I really can't remember my mom's PIN number. And like her signature's super tricky. Just like a lot of capital G's. I got none of those in mind. And like her credit card, it's embarrassing to use. It's embarrassing to use. It's cut into the shape of a dick, and it says, I love these in my pussy hole. But like a guy's gotta eat, so I mean, I use it. I was watching Raiders of the Lost Ark the other day. Indiana Jones, yeah? Oh, Billy gets it. Oh. Yeah, sexy older gentlemen can recognize other sexy older gentlemen. So good. But like, I mean, the dude was a globetrotter, right? But in the 30s, so he had like a lot of layovers. And I was thinking like, what is Indiana Jones doing on these layovers? Like reading textbooks? No, he's shitting, guys. Like imagine Indiana Jones shitting in China. Like there's not even a toilet, it's just a hole in the ground. He's like squat over it, bullwhip on the hook. And it's just like pouring out of him diarrhea, just explosive. Just coming out, and he's like, oh, Taco Bell. Why did it have to be Taco Bell? And like halfway through, like a Nazi bumbles in unawares and like, oh, Indiana Jones gotta deal with this shit, so he clocks him. One hit, the dude's out cold, stumbles out backwards out of the bathroom. Indiana Jones pulls up his pants, doesn't wipe, because when Indiana Jones is done shitting, he's done shitting. He buckles up, he walks out of the bathroom. It's an entire bar of Nazis. In his haste, he hadn't even noticed. Now he's got to beat all these guys' asses, but he'll do it because he's Indiana Jones. That joke gets longer every time I tell it. Eventually, it's going to be feature length, and it'll be called Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Boom! Nailed it! Sticks the landing. Have you guys... I don't want to do that one yet. I was on the internet the other day, and like I just decided, hey man, like I don't know, maybe I'll read the entire Wikipedia article for serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah!
I got nothing else going. Famous cannibal Jeffrey Dahmer from Milwaukee. It was thoroughly gross. So disgusting. Did you guys know he was gay? Ew. Okay, this is what he would do. He would proposition a young gay gentleman to take nude photos of him back in his house for $20, which in the mid-1990s I was 3, but I'm still pretty sure that was a great deal. I mean, like, I would take it. Not at 3 now, I would do it now. At 3, I mean, I had a better head on my shoulders. He would take you back to his house, he would drug you, he would rape you, he would murder you, and they would rape you again. Is having sex with a dead body rape? No, I'm coming down on it. I'm drawing a line in the sand. Having sex with a dead body is rape. He'd rape you again. He'd dismember your body, taking pictures for his scrapbook as he went, saving pieces of the thigh meat to eat later. He would also preserve human skulls. At the time of his capture, Jeffrey Dahmer had 14 human skulls preserved and 2 entire skeletons that he was putting at a table near a window, which he was calling, you know, an altar. Just like a nice place. Collect your thoughts. And like, that's super gross, but then you think about it and you realize he's doing that all to another man. Ugh. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I just think necrophilia should be between a man and a woman. It's just me.
My favorite.
Have you guys seen Gap's new ad campaign? It's Gap. Dress normal. Which is like surprisingly not a veiled political statement. Like, I expected it to be like a young high school girl in like a prom dress with one arm and just like bold white letters saying, "I fucking dare you tell me I'm not normal." Like if Al-Qaeda ran an ad campaign where with like a Down syndrome 8-year-old girl in a wedding dress, it was just like, she's normal too! Al-Qaeda would win P. Diddy's Making the Band 4 the next year. That reference is still, you can still make that reference, right? I don't know. People being too touchy about stuff, it annoys me. Which one does that mean? 3 minutes? Cool. This joke is totally shorter than 3 minutes. I'm gonna nail this just like I nailed that Indiana Jones joke. Woo! I think people are being a little too touchy about stuff. I think it's liberals mainly, the left, are being a little too sensitive. Like, I think there are clear indicators if you might be, as I would call it, too liberal. Like, if you think guns kill people, you're probably too liberal. It's normally the bleeding that does it. Like, you might be too liberal if you think that the uterus should count as any more than 3/5 of the female reproductive system. Constitution jokes just don't go over well here. You might be too liberal if you think that a drama club has any more merit than a football team. They both do the same thing. Keep the coloreds out of street gangs. You might be too liberal if you think Barack Obama was our first black president. Bill Clinton was way blacker. He smoked crack in the Oval Office and made Tupac the poet laureate of the United States. You might be too liberal if you refer to transgendered people as anything other than chicks with dicks who really want clits. And you might be too liberal if your kid has autism. Yeah, that's just a trend I've noticed. Thanks, guys.